Hey everyone, today I'm joined by Jack Watkins, and before I let him introduce himself, I thought I'd give a brief explanation of what today's video is going to be about. At the Spectacle Factory, we really believe that your glasses are an extension of yourself. They reflect your personality and they tell a story about you to everyone who you meet. So it's a really important decision when you come to choosing new glasses, but it's also a decision that most people really struggle with. But Jack's just chosen his new glasses with my advice, and so we thought we'd talk you through the process that we went through together to get his perfect pair of glasses. So Jack, could you tell us a little bit about who you are and what you do?
Yeah, definitely. So, short version, I bring brands and websites to life for entrepreneurs and businesses. And I guess to sort of expand on that, it's about finding what's unique about people, where their business sits in the market, what sort of business they dream of building, and then figuring out what sort of message that they put out into the world and how we can make that as inspiring as and engaging as possible for their brand, their website or their online store. So yeah, that's me.
So one of the reasons I wanted to get Jack involved in this video is because I think there's a lot of similarities between the way you do what you do and the way that we do what we do. And I noticed that you have a 4-step process when you're working with clients, don't you? Mm-hmm. Do you want to just quickly run through that with me?
Yep, so yeah, it's split into 4 stages. So it's defining what it is that we're doing, getting to the nitty-gritty of it all. Then it's the design stage, so how everything looks, how everything feels. Then it's refining, so making everything as good as possible, and then launch it.
So with those 4 terms, I think there's a lot of parallels to the way that we went through that process. Mm-hmm. Starting with the define stage, as you call it, I think that's probably the one that people really overlook when they're coming to choose glasses. Mm-hmm. Because most people don't go into the process of choosing new glasses with any clear idea of where they're going to start. They just come into a shop, maybe ours, mm-hmm. They look at 100 different pairs of glasses on the wall, or 1,000 pairs of glasses on the wall. They try on a load of them, they try them on for 2 seconds, and they think, oh no, that's not me, and they put them back. And
it's choice paralysis, isn't it? It's like too many options, you need to narrow it down first.
Exactly, choice paralysis is a really good way of putting it. But the way that we work is we sit down with a client, mm-hmm. We get to know them, we really ask them a lot of questions about themselves.
Yeah, so like for me, my glasses are so important to me as a person, they're important to me as a brand, and I really love something distinctive and something that stands out from the crowd as well. But equally, on the flip side of that, I love minimal design, like black and white colour palettes, like simplicity really, and just good design in general. So I think that was my starting point, and obviously something that suits my face and head shape as well.
I'll pick out a range of frames that tick all the boxes that we've discussed, that maybe push you out of your comfort zone a little bit. A lot of them might be frames that you wouldn't ordinarily have looked at, but which ones I think are really going to suit your personality. Mm-hmm. And usually it'll only be 5 or 6 frames. I think we only tried on the day a few, didn't we?
3 or 4 maybe.
3 or 4, yeah, exactly. But you'd be surprised how often one of those initial frames is the one that somebody goes for. Mm-hmm. And from that initial selection, then we've got the refining process, which is where we take what I had in mind for you, mm-hmm. but what you're comfortable with and what you had in mind for yourself, and kind of amalgamate those together. Mm-hmm. And I think it's that collaborative approach where you really find what's perfect for somebody, isn't it?
Definitely, yeah. Yeah, I think the key with any sort of collaboration, it's like to listen to what somebody wants, like ask why, and like don't just take it for granted, but then knowing when like to listen to the professional opinion as well.
Yeah.
And yeah, like pushing yourself out of that comfort zone and
exactly.
Like pushing people to the edge of the comfort zone as well.
Yeah, which I really feel is kind of my responsibility. But by the same token, you know, I can tell you the glasses which are the most on trend and the most fashionable. If you don't feel comfortable with them, and if they don't feel right when you wear them, then it's no good. You know, your glasses have to feel like you.
So I think having a smaller selection definitely helps, rather than having to explore like the hundreds and probably thousands of different frames that you've got. It helps to narrow your focus a bit more and choose different ones, but I think still at the beginning of the process I was still just drawn to frames that were similar to what mm-hmm. I'd already got. And I think it was only at the last minute something just made me think, no, I need to go back to that rounder frame, and there was something that just drew me back to it.
Well, in your case, it was even more difficult than the average person, because not only are your glasses you, but they're also your brand as well, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
You've built your whole company around you. All of the images feature you in those glasses that we chose together. But I think in the end it was actually a call to a friend, wasn't it? Who you wanted her kind of second opinion on it.
Mm.
And that's something I always encourage people to do. Look at other people who you think are fashionable and stylish.
Mm.
Look at the kind of glasses they wear, and also talk to them, about what they think will be best. Obviously, we're here to help as well, but it does make somebody feel more comfortable with stepping out the comfort zone when they get an opinion from someone that they trust.
Mm.
What was the name of the girl who
Lucy.
we called? Lucy. And she was brilliant, wasn't she?
Yeah,
She said straight away those ones.
I think she said these made me look younger, more creative.
Trendier.
Yeah, trendy. So yeah, gave me the kick to sort of go for it.
So then we come on to the result, which is what we eventually picked, which
Mhm.
was these Porsche design glasses. We did a video earlier in the year about these.
Yeah, so from my point of view, they just tick every box for me. So like they're so simple, like they've got absolutely no screws, and I love that. Like it makes you think, why doesn't every hinge have a ball bearing in it?
Absolutely.
But yeah, you probably know more about the technical side of it.
Well, these were the first glasses to feature a ball joint as a hinge, and it sounds really simple, but it eliminates a lot of the normal wear and tear that you would have on a hinge, which would mean that they would eventually degrade over time. It also makes them so much lighter than an average pair of glasses, and I think when you hold those glasses, you can barely feel them.
Yeah, so much lighter than my other pair.
And you wear your glasses all day,
Mm-hmm.
virtually every day, don't you? So
Yeah.
to have something that comfortable must be a real improvement.
Yeah, definitely.
Do they feel more comfortable than your last pair?
Yeah, for sure. And like you can't hardly feel that they're on your face, I guess.
It's interesting, isn't it, if we look at the glasses that you originally came in wearing, like 3 or 4 years ago,
Yeah.
to the ones that we chose at that point, to the ones that we've chosen now. It's really kind of represented your evolution, hasn't it, as a person?
Yeah, definitely. I think I came in to the spectacle factory with this awful rimless pair of glasses. That
Are you
No
serious?
They just didn't suit my age, my style, my personality at all. And then Robert helped me move to a tag pair of glasses that were a lot more of a statement. You could actually see them on my face, which helped. I think a bit thicker than what I've got now, and I think like these are perfect for the next evolution of me, I guess.
Definitely. I love that Instagram post you did with the this is Jack 5.0.
Yeah,
And that's the feeling we want to capture when somebody gets a new pair of glasses.
it's a new me.
Exactly, it's a new you. You've really got to embrace it and make the most of it. Not to mention the fact that it gives you better vision.
Mm-hmm.
You've got the best Hoyer lenses in those glasses, and have you noticed an improvement in your vision?
Yeah, and they've also got the blue light filter, which is super helpful for me when I spend a lot of time at work on a computer, and obviously we're all on our phones now as well. It's really important to look after the health of your eye.
Well, speaking of those tag glasses that you just mentioned, we've also totally refurbished those as part of this whole thing, so that you've got a backup pair of glasses, which I think is really important. You've also got that other alternative style for when you are feeling like wearing something like that. Will they just go in the drawer and never be used again?
I don't know, it's a tough one, isn't it? Like I thought at first, like from a brand consistency point of view, like I should keep my glasses the same as what they were, but I feel better in this pair of glasses, so I think I should stick to these for a while, and maybe I can come back to the tag ones every now and then.
I hope so, but I've been through the process of hand polishing the frames. They've been cleaned with an ultrasonic cleaner. They've got your new prescription in as well, so you have got that pair of glasses that you can fall back on.
Yeah, it's helpful.
Or where if you're doing, I don't know what you're like, Jack, if you do any DIY, or maybe
Not really.
if you're out with Willow
Yeah,
and you're worried about them getting dirty, you can wear that old pair.
yeah, true. That's good.
So looking back at that process, I think there's a lesson to be learned there. I think in today's world, where we're surrounded by information, a lot of people think that they're experts at a lot of different things, and that mindset can lead to them falling short in things like choosing a new pair of glasses. They feel like they're equipped to make the best choice, but at the same time you see people having an absolute nightmare trying to find the right ones because they don't really know where to start. And I'm sure you see it the same with both new and existing businesses, where they feel like they can take on their own branding themselves.
Yeah, I think what really helps when you recruit a professional to help you is having someone who can push you to the edge of your comfort zone and maybe take things a step further than you might not have been able to do yourself. And I think, like from a business point of view, you get so engrossed in the nitty-gritty and day-to-day of your business, it's hard to then see the bigger picture. And I guess it's the same with glasses. Like, you get so
Absolutely.
used to seeing yourself, it's hard to step outside of that, and that's where it helps to have a professional opinion.
Totally. So, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you've enjoyed meeting Jack. Lovely guy who I've known for quite a few years now, and always a pleasure to help him out. If you are a business owner, I think you should get in touch with Jack. He can do some pretty cool things for your branding. Check out his website as well and his social media, which I'll link. But if you've got any questions for either of us, please feel free to send me a tweet, send me an email, or message me on Instagram. Thanks, guys.
Thank
See you
you.
later. Do you think that conclusion was okay?
Yeah,
Looks good.
You sure?
because you got everything down.